CRNtv On Location at XChange news coverage is brought to you by Enable, a global software company helping IT service providers deliver security, data protection as a service, and unified endpoint management solutions.
This is Jennifer Follett with CRN, and I am here with Athina Mallis, my colleague, the editor of CRN Australia. Athina, we're getting to sit down together because you're here in the United States. Welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's so good to be here in Denver, meeting you in person finally. You're not a bot, you're a human. Oh my God.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious to hear a little bit about what you're seeing in the Australian market. What are you hearing from partners there?
I mean, I feel like you know what I'm about to say, but it's AI. Immediately, it's AI. It's how they can make money off it, what they can do. And what's interesting to me at the moment is that a lot of partners are finding that their organizations or their customers are actually not ready for AI, even though they're saying we want to do this and change our organization, change our workflows, bring in agentic AI, but their data's not ready. So it's really interesting to me to see. I feel like I've been covering the B2B space for the past maybe 8 years, and we're still talking about digital transformation, and people are still on that phase one, which is quite shocking to me because I thought we'd be a bit past that.
What do you feel like are some of the big stories that you've covered recently that have really had an impact there in Australia?
Yeah, one of them was the M-Wave acquisition that came out that we thought it was a good news story, but we found out that its original partner company owed $18 million to disties. But another one that came out, I mean, we all know about Ingram Micro and what happened there last month, but I spoke with Hope McGarry, the Australian managing director, about that whole situation.
You're referencing that they had an outage. It later came out that it was ransomware.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
That's the one.
that one. And I spoke to Hope about it because I was like, look, how are you and how did you deal with that? Because no one wants to deal with that as a managing director. And, we always talk about that.
And she's the leader there in Australia.
Yeah, she's the Aussie leader there. And we had this great heart-to-heart about, what's it like being a leader, having that resiliency and realizing you're just human. And she found that a lot of people, her customers, her partners reached out to her and were like, are you okay? Can we send you food? What can we do? And it was quite lovely to hear that because you always hear the other side of people going, I can't believe you did this to my data, or I can't believe this is happening. But hearing that other side was actually quite touching because I know that when it comes to data breaches, and we've had a lot in Australia, if you look up Optus or Medicare, and there's a few others as well, millions and millions of people impacted. So and you hear all the negative stories, but to hear that nice human side was quite touching.
Australians do have a reputation for being warm and friendly.
Yeah. We do. It is very true. But sometimes we actually can get a bit nasty, so.
Well, you mentioned Denver. We are here at our XChange event, and part of the reason you're here is because you're getting ready to launch your own exchange in Australia. Tell us a little bit about that.
So it's not happening this year because CRN Australia launched in April. So this year is all about an editorial focus. But next year, that's when our events will kick off. So I'm very excited to say that XChange will be happening in the second half of 2026.
Excellent.
So it's great to put my feet on the ground here, see what you guys do, be part of the boardrooms, watch the keynotes, meet the vendors, meet the partners, and understand that, some of the stuff and issues that you guys have in the US, we have in Australia. So it's nice that we can relate here. It's great.
Global trends, global problems, and we'll solve them all together.
Exactly.
Athina, thank you so much for joining me. Really pleased to sit down with you in person.
Thank you, Jen. It's been great to be here.